27 news at noon. But right now, we do want to check the weather, sir.
Well, the weather is a good-looking day today, even though we did have these storms last night. People were happy to get some rain. It just was not a lot. So let's break it down for you. And what we have here is we had a line come through yesterday, about 7 o'clock, and it did have some wind damage with it here in Lewistown, Mifflintown area. For the rest of us, as we mentioned it would, the line faded away. We had another round of showers overnight. So let's assess this and talk about what happened. Well, our storm reports last night included several wind damage reports in the northern and western part of the viewing area, but one lightning report. It struck a pole, knocking power out across Millerstown and catching a nearby tree on fire. So that was something that occurred with this line. And then check this out in Millersburg, multiple trees down, blocking roadways in and around Halifax Township. So again, fairly gusty with this line of storms that came through in parts of the region. The one thing it didn't do is it didn't have a lot of rain with it. And in fact, the average accumulation across the viewing area was only just over 1/10 of an inch, with the most occurring in spots like Mifflin and Juniata counties. But east of the river, very tough to squeeze out rain. A sunny day with a few high, thin clouds in Hummelstown. South Hanover Township looking good. And these clouds slow to clear in areas south and east of Harrisburg. But we're getting there. And I still think this afternoon looks good. It's going to be mostly sunny. Temperatures already approaching 70 here in Chambersburg and York. We've got upper 60s in Harrisburg, Lebanon, and Lancaster. We are warming here over the past 24 hours. We're about 5 degrees above where we were yesterday. But when all is said and done, we are going to be slightly cooler. We had a high of 83 yesterday. It was the warmest day of the year, as we projected it would be. And we did pick up less than 1/10 of an inch of rain. So our deficit continues to grow. We could use some soaking rain, and it could be in the cards for the weekend, but there's some uncertainty there. We're going to get into that. Here's the sunshine. It's out in full force in New Oxford, and temperatures will peak in the mid to upper 70s. It is going to absolutely be a stellar day to be outside, getting some work done. Good stuff. This front sags south, okay? And as it does, we get some sunshine today. We have another area of low pressure that's going to be riding along this boundary with more rain chances tomorrow and Friday. And it's going to be, unfortunately, in the same spots, most likely. So lots of sunshine today. Get on outside and take advantage of it. We can see here on Thursday, most of the day is going to be dry and pretty pleasant, with some showers and storms developing late Thursday evening, likely after 7 o'clock in the west again, dying out as they move east. Friday, the front comes through. We may get a brief shower or storm, and most of the day is going to be dry again. Saturday is the day that looks wet. We've been consistent on that. It's after Saturday that things are a little bit up in the air. So Precision Cast showing you wind speeds that are dying out today, but do come back tomorrow a bit. I think Friday is breezy behind the front. Friday, we're going to see the winds pick up later in the day. Gets a little breezy. Winds at about 10 to 20 miles an hour by Friday afternoon. Temperature-wise, again, very warm the next 2 days. Mid to upper 70s here today. Cooler tonight, though, with clear skies. We dip down into the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. And then you can see what we've got here in the upper 70s tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a nice day until the evening when those storms do approach. All right, let's look at the extended outlook, because we've got the GFS model here that shows a dry pattern continuing. And honestly, it's hard to argue with it. Saturday does look wet, then the front clears out. The weather turns nice Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. A very similar pattern to what we've been experiencing. Hard to go against that. And if we look at what the GFS does here, it gives us some rain tomorrow night with those storms, and then it keeps us basically after Saturday dry Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. However, what the European does is it creates a cutoff low with several inches of rain because the low stalls out. So this keeps it wet Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This would help the drought. It would not be great for any outdoor activities. And this one gives us, I think, a more realistic interpretation of what it's going to be like through Saturday, with maybe a ½ inch to an inch of rain. But it gives us several inches then beyond that, which would help. But again, what does the outdoor activity regime look like that we all want to be a part of this time of year? So there's a lot of uncertainty after Saturday. 77 tonight, mostly clear and cooler, and temperatures in the 40s. It's going to be warm here over the next 3 days. I think a decent chance of some showers and storms later Thursday night, and then a stray shower or storm Friday. Saturday looks wet, but after that, I'll mention the chance for showers each day, but this is highly uncertain. And just keep in mind, this could end up turning sunny and very dry again as we move into the end of the week. Alan Ferber is a Grammy